Top button or popped collar? Take your douchebag pick.
I say I like the pop collar. Go with the pop
I
collar.
agree. Go with the pop.
Yeah,
collar.
but if you do an upside down backwards visor,
It's my rally
with the
cap.
top button, you could honestly consider yourself a 19-year-old with a hyperactive sex drive.
Ben said I look really like I was
As
like
soon-
12 years old.
As soon as I say you look 12.
You look like you watch a lot of tennis and you try and play and you're really bad.
Either
I
that
feel
or
so young.
40? Are you kidding me?
either that or he got
Look,
turned down
40.
for one. He got turned down for one of the extras and White Men Can't Jump too. One
Yeah,
of the two.
it's my rally cap. I got to bounce back. All right, it's Would You Rather Wednesday. It's going to be fun. It always is, and I'm ready to roll. What?
You
You
look
just
like
can't-
an offensive lineman walking into the Super Bowl locker room.
Is that what that looks like? I don't know. You see that one dude at the Super Bowl who's like 40, offensive lineman? He was
Yeah.
like sitting down with his kids, and he has like a gray beard.
That dude's like
Yeah.
nothing but a winner. I saw a thing on him today. He won like a state championship, a national championship, or 2 national championships at Division 2 and at LSU, and now he's won a Super Bowl.
Love it. All right.
Probably go ahead and
Nate.
retire if I were him.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think he is. 138, Nate. You ready to hit it?
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3, go.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever and wherever you are listening. Welcome. Episode 138 of the Dad Bod Golf Pod, proudly a member of the Believe Podcast Network. That's right. Joining you this evening, the Tres Amagas, host Nate Pass, assistant to the host Ben Taylor, assistant host Kyle Rush.
Yes.
Boys, the microphones are hot. What's up?
Woo! Back-to-back shows.
Assistant to the regional manager.
Hump day. We're ready to rock. This is my favorite day of the week. Would You Rather Wednesday. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Betonline.ag, the number one sports betting website to ever be created on the internet. Log on today, get a 50% welcome bonus. Use coupon code BLEAV, BLEAV. Give them $100. They're going to give you 50 back. You still got tons of basketball, and you can hit that online casino until baseball gets there together and gets this thing hammered out for opening day. Have a ton of fun. Be responsible. BetOnline.ag, where the game starts. Nate, it's time, buddy. It's absolute.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Would you rather? It's in the game.
Okay. Here we go. This is inspired from this past weekend. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right. You have, this is waste management specific.
Mine's
Okay.
I got one that I've been saving up to.
I hope this is not the same one.
Surely it was
Oh,
not. Go.
boy.
There's no way. Go.
Okay. Would you rather, in the waste management, make a hole in one on 16 or win the tournament? That's not yours, is it?
It's very similar, but not.
I've got to back up if we need to just kind of wait.
No.
Would you rather make a hole in one on 16, obviously not win the tournament?
Okay.
And you can pick the day,
Okay. Well then.
Oh, that's
or
I got it.
win the tournament.
Okay. If I can, it can be on either Saturday or Sunday. That means I make the cut. So I'm going to win money. I'm going to go for the virality. I'm going to go for the viral video hole in one, because I would take my shirt off at the tee box. And run down waving it like crazy. Maybe have some tearaway pants if I knew I could do it at one certain time.
You're going to have to do the tearaway pants, because the shirt coming off, that PGA is putting a stop to that. That's not happening again. I can promise you.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting fined anytime that happens again.
Exactly. But
tearaway pants? Come on.
That would just be, I can't even imagine the emotions and the adrenaline and everything that's going through you. I'm taking the hole in one on 16. after seeing that, what we just saw, I definitely want that. You're remembered forever. I'll never forget Carlos Ortiz and Sam Ryder. I didn't even know Sam Ryder was a human until this past weekend.
Sam Ryder and the Mexican Jordan Spieth.
The Mexican Jordan Spieth. Exactly. Ben,
shut the ball.
I'm with Kyle, but I'm not doing Saturday or Sunday. I want Sunday. I want the Mexican Jordan Spieth viral video of everybody going absolutely bananas on Sunday. Hole in one, final day, set the tone. No matter what group I'm in, even if I'm one of those groups that's having to go off a 10 that morning, I don't care. I think it still goes viral. I think people still go bananas, even though there's only about half the crowd there from that morning flight that there's the afternoon flight. I think that's just, Kyle's right. Just the 6 weeks from now, they're going to show highlights of those two guys hitting holes in one.
Not the playoff.
They're not going to show Scheffler making his putt on the third playoff hole, which is still phenomenal in of itself. And the fact that it went 3 playoff holes from a guy that came from out of nowhere. And as I said, teed off on 10 on Saturday and still came back to win the tournament.
It's really blowing Ben's mind.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
The fact that he teed off on
10. So I'm taking the viral video of, and I'm like Kyle. Kyle and I are probably gonna have big fines to pay because we're just gonna we're gonna derobe. We're gonna be in our golf shoes and our boxer briefs up on the green, getting the ball out of the hole, hat backwards, and having. I'm chugging a beer. I'm taking a beer from a crowd member.
I'm taking a beer bong.
So
the crowd.
I'm not getting left out here. I thought that maybe you guys would consider, winning the damn golf tournament. But here's what I want to happen.
We are greedy and we do want the money. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
And by the way, I'm opening up a huge loophole. I'm going to get second place, so I'm still going to get paid.
Okay. All right.
But I want the ball to go in, and my shirt's going to come off, and then out of nowhere, I just want there to be a guy waiting. And he's going to toss me a pack of cigarettes. I'm going to pull one out. He's going to toss me a lighter. I'm going to be ripping a dart shirtless, walking down the fairway.
Do you run or do you strut? Like just strut?
I think you strut.
You got to strut. You can't run anymore. Remember the caddies used to run there, and you get fined now for running.
Yeah, fail. Yeah.
And then maybe like at some point you like smoke half the dart, and then you just give it to somebody. Like you just kind of jump up in the crowd and hand like, here, you take the rest of it. I got to putt. Oh, just kidding. I don't.
I don't. Yeah. Just rip it anyway.
I'd say shirtless ripping a dart, maybe. And I'll sign that picture for anybody become a great piece of golf member.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt. I mean, that Scheffler's not signing pictures and making that putt on 18.
No.
The Mexican Jordan Spieth is going to be signing.
Oh, he is for some sort of silent auction for a member guest somewhere. There'll be a picture of Scheffler. They'll go for $95. Come on, minimum bet $75.
They're gonna be like, they're gonna. Who's that guy again? No.
That's amazing.
His clubs are outdated because the company he's sponsored by doesn't make clubs anymore. So he's just out of luck there, bud.
But I got a Marlboro Red sponsorship.
Yeah.
Yeah, when are we gonna get a guy sponsored by Marlboro?
Yeah, exactly. That's amazing. What a freaking atmosphere. Mine's similar, but I think it's a little bit more diabolical.
All right, go ahead, shoot.
Ooh,
you want me to go ahead and do it? Let's go.
You go ahead and do yours. The third one has nothing to do with
okay,
waste management.
So. All right, so with the epicness of the hole-in-ones, I just started thinking about hole-in-ones in general. So I'm gonna give you 3 scenarios. You gotta tell me, which one would you rather have? Okay,
3 scenarios.
3 scenarios.
Okay,
you get a hole-in-one in the golf tournament at TPC Scottsdale at the Waste Management, or you can have a hole-in-one at TPC Sawgrass in the Players on 17, or you can have a hole-in-one on 16 at Augusta, not in the Masters, but just like you get to play, you got like 3 or 4 buds. You can hit a hole-in-one on 16, nobody around. You can take pictures, whatever. There's no like crazy rules.
You can
like,
take pictures.
Yeah, you can take pictures. Whatever.
Yeah, you can take pictures.
Whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
Not in general, Augusta. I'm not saying people can do that. Don't shoot me. I'm just in this scenario that came out of the sky.
Yeah, we covered that yesterday. You better be careful with cameras and
What
drinking at
would
Augusta.
you rather have? So you got a hole in one at 6, and that means you played Augusta. Okay. That means you
Yeah.
got to play Augusta. You get a hole in one, 16 in the tournament, TPC Scottsdale, hole in one in the tournament, 17 TPC Sawgrass, or hole in one not in the tournament, but at Augusta on 16, and you hit it up on the little thing, and it trickles down into the hole. Just so perfect. It's a Sunday pin. What do you pick?
You're making this harder. Also, going back to yesterday's episode, we were talking about diabolical finishes. I think Sawgrass is pretty good with 16 with
16, 17, and 18 are
yeah,
good.
16, 17,
Yeah.
18 being good.
I don't
Couldn't
remember
tell
what
you what
15.
15.
I couldn't.
have no idea what 15 is.
15's that par 5, that reachable par 5 right before 16.
I thought that's what 16
So
was.
15 and 17 are par 5s? 17 is a par 5.
At Sawgrass, 17 is a par 3.
I'm sorry, 16 is a par 5.
15 and
17
That's
16
right.
are both
16 is a
par
par
fives?
5. Yes.
Yeah.
16,
I don't know.
17,
15,
18.
I think 15 is just a par 4.
15 is par 4. Yes.
Boring.
I'll go. I'm staying at the Waste Management Open and taking the viral video of hitting the hole in one.
Ooh.
Oh,
I will walk. All right.
It was TPC Sawgrass really kind of, I kind of thought about that and I thought that would be fun too. Cause I haven't played there and hitting a hole in one on a Sunday means you're in contention and you're going to jump up the leaderboard on 17, hitting a hole in one at Sawgrass. But man, that just, Kyle, you said it best in yesterday's episode. Like the tournament that you now would switch to win, that's not a major or not the TPC at Sawgrass would be, or not the players would be the Waste Management Open. And closing out on those holes on 15, 16, 17, and 18. I mean, my gosh, a hole in one and one of those. Yeah, that I got to take that. That's two. Now that's probably recency bias. That's
maybe
hitting me right there.
it's tough. Yeah, it's tough.
Like that's probably what's getting me.
That's your Lee Hodges is what that is.
That's your Lee Hodges.
That's my Lee Hodges, just right on top of you.
I still think that scene, man, was so awesome with both Sam Ryder and the Mexican Jordan Spieth hitting holes in one. That was just phenomenal.
It was. Nate, what do you got?
I would
dare I say poetic.
But you don't get to win either of those tournaments.
Well,
No.
the Masters is you and your buddy, so you may win that.
Right.
You may win that bet.
No, it's just a hole in one in the tournament. And I'll say you made the cut on both of them. So you're making money.
The only way I give up doing it at Scottsdale, whether I win or not, is if it was in the Masters, so I was playing in the Masters, or if I could win the players. There'd had to be something to sweeten the deal. But if all these things are roughly equal,
playing in the Masters, Kyle, if that would have been the choice, playing in the Masters.
Now the Masters is tough for me because
Okay,
I
what about
love
this?
that.
What about this?
I love
I'm gonna
that
throw
golf
a little.
course.
I'm gonna throw another little sweet, a little pack of sweet and low on that Masters round.
just go ahead and put some Splenda on that thing.
You get the hole in one on 16 and you shoot 78 at Augusta with nobody out there, just with your buddies.
Nope.
Ben, you staying?
Yeah, I'm staying.
All right.
I'm gonna hold.
I just think it's the recency bias is too strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sawgrass 17 at Sawgrass seems like child's play compared to the debauchery fest at 16.
So the TPC,
unless I have about 150 guys committed to all cannonballing into that lake, if it goes in, which I guess I would too do that. There's really no lake to cannonball in on 16.
I can promise you that if you're playing in the tournament and Kyle and I are there watching and you hit a hole in one on 17, we're going in the lake. They're kicking us out. We will not see you finish the tournament.
Don't need
18.
to. That's all you need to see.
Don't care.
All you needed to see.
You could hook it out into the ocean on 18, out into the pond on 18.
We would be the two in handcuffs soaking wet on 18 when you get back. When you get done, when you finish, that's the two of us soaking wet in handcuffs.
And Ben has somehow made friends with the cops and he still lets y'all back to where
exactly.
So did I tell y'all I played Sawgrass once?
Mm-hmm.
I made par on 17, which is as good as I've got in my life.
Yeah.
And I'm big on keeping balls of significant events. Like when I was a kid, I had a ball for every score that I shot, Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Loves the
I
balls.
hit one kind of close to the water on 18, just left side of the fairway, and chunked it. But I'm talking like a chunked it, like almost didn't make
Broke
it
your
12
wrist.
yards to the water. Like it could have stayed. I was 12 yards from the water, and it could have stayed out. Like it barely went in. It was such a bad shot. And
Wow.
it was a Callaway HX Tour. I still remember.
Wow.
I was gonna keep it forever.
But she went in, didn't she?
Yeah, which I felt was appropriate.
Big
Yeah,
guy
give
ball.
back.
Sawgrass
Big
giveth
guy.
and Sawgrass
Take it away. That's
Big
great.
ball
That's great.
lover.
So you went with Scottsdale.
Yeah,
16.
Scottsdale.
I'm gonna buck the trend a little bit, and I'm gonna take the hole in one at 16 at Augusta with my friends. Hitting it up there. I mean, you see this sometimes before you go to bed at night. Like
Nate and I were hoping you would take that so we could be playing with you.
yeah, so you hit it right up on that top of that little ridge to the right, and she just trickles down so pretty, and then you get to watch it for seemingly what's like 5 minutes as it trickles down, and then it just hits the pin and drops. And to get the hole in one that leads you to a smooth 78 the first time you go out to, you probably birdied 13 in Amen's corner. We don't know, but you shot 78.
Amen.
You could have had 8 bogeys and then the hole in one to shoot 78. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know exactly how it works, but it just works out that you shoot 78.
birdies? Nah.
I'm taking the hole in one. I'm taking the hole in one at Augusta, just number one, just so I can say I played Augusta. And then just that to me is, I just think about that before, like I said, in my sleep, before I go to bed at night, hitting that little 165-yard shot right to the top of that hill and just trickling down into the hole. Love it.
It's the most build up on a hole in one because there's a good 15 to 20 seconds of rolling.
Oh yeah, it takes forever.
Yeah.
It never gets down the hill.
The announcers have such a tough time covering that 16 seconds. She was like,
Get
away from him.
There's that one story where the dude hits the hole in one and they take a picture of it, and then like a couple of months later he gets a bill, or they send it, they like take it and they frame it and they like paint it and this huge blow it up thing, send it to him, and they send him a bill for like 15 grand for the paint. Like they send it to him.
It's like a mortgage on your house.
He's like, what do I do? So I guess I'll pay for it. So it meant so much to him. So he paid for it. And then the next thing he got was a membership. They gave him a membership for it was like a test. It was like a test. Yeah. Look it up. Dude got a hole in one. They made a painting out of it, mailed it to him, sent him a bill for like 15 grand. He paid for it. And then like a couple of weeks later, he gets a membership form in.
Get another bill for $50,000 initiation.
No, those are cheap. Those are like $300-400 a month.
What's their initiation though?
There's no telling. It was at least 15 grand.
And they're like, also, we're gonna hang the painting in the clubhouse. You don't get to keep it.
You don't get to keep it. We're gonna need you to send that back, Bob.
We're gonna put it inside your locker with the door shut.
Yeah.
That's the only time you can.
Do you think for like the first 6 months of your membership there, you have to wear like a purple jacket? Like means that you're like a rookie, you're like on probation still.
And they have like a whipping post. You have every time you come in for like you play around, you got to come get three spankings and then go play.
Spankings. And they got food minimums at Augusta.
Yeah, you got a $300 food minimum a month at Augusta.
I mean, I have eaten so much pimento cheese this month. Good gracious.
You would blow up.
Hey, babe, I'm going to swing by the club and grab dinner. What you want? Yep, pimento cheese. Sounds good.
Sounds good. I
You're
got
get pimento cheese on rye or white. That's all they got.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Got that egg salad tonight. Got a special egg salad.
Egg salad, $3.
Guess who got egg salad?
You have to have
What did
100
tonight, babe?
You have to eat 100 meals in a month to hit that $300 minimum. Oh man. But you know what? If we all three got a hole in one, that gives you what? That gives you peace of mind to know that
pure milk.
No,
that
it
you
gives
got-
you a heck of a hangover.
that you got a peace of mind knowing that you did something dreamy. And what's more important than peace of mind? Nothing. And you know what else gives you peace of mind? NordVPN, by God. And they're here for you to give you peace of mind while you're online. And with all the threats that face you today on the internet, it's more important than ever to be sure that you have the best VPN you can get. Plus, you can use NordVPN on all your computers and devices, no matter the operating system. With NordVPN's unlimited bandwidth, you never have to worry about a slow connection either. And plans start at under $4 a month, gang. So grab your exclusive NordVPN deal by going to nordvpn.com/bleav or use the code BLEAV, BLEAV, to get up to 70% off. 70% off. I'm going to say it one more time. 70% off your NordVPN plan, plus one additional month for free. It's also risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. NordVPN, where the peace of mind starts.
Hey, Ben, will you turn your hat sideways again? If you looked any different than the way you look right now during the Super Bowl halftime show on Sunday, I'm going to be highly disappointed.
All right, let's go with scenario number 3, the finale.
Okay.
Do we have one from Andy?
Andy from Palm Springs delivers
yes,
every time. I text him. He sends me back a picture of a beer, and he says, just give me a second. I say, Andy, take all the time you need.
Palm Springs.
Freeport, got it.
Andy from Palm Springs has submitted. And I'll tell you, Andy from Palm Springs, big prison guy.
Prison.
Huge prison.
Loves
for us to go to prison.
Loves the Stony Lonesome.
Okay.
Where
did you get that?
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. He said, I have this one regarding prison. ...
Oh
man. Regarding RE colon prison.
All right. Would you rather spend 5 years in Dadbod Golf Pod prison, which I had to get him to clarify? Dadbod Golf Pod prison is a prison where it doesn't really affect your life. Nobody really knows that you went to prison. It's like just a 5-year timeout.
Yeah, it's our fairy tale prison that we've developed.
Yeah.
I had to text him back after this. And I said, define Dadbod Golf Pod prison. But anyway,
you don't get
5
shanked,
years.
you don't get raped. It's just time out.
It's not prison. You just have to sit in the corner for 5 years.
It's mainly just kind of what happens on the outside, like public perception.
Yeah.
No, I think you still get shanked in Dadbod prison.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's definitely still on the table. Okay. All right. So you get 5 years in Dadbod Golf Pod prison. Or 1 year in a real white collar prison for a white collar crime. Everybody knows what you did. Like your reputation is you did tax evasion or something. Okay.
Yeah.
Already pay those taxes.
Or embezzlement.
And you get to play 18 holes every day at the local prison country club.
The one that and then the ones that the guards maintain, and then they
I mean, I think you're on golf course duty. Instead of in the kitchen or sewing uniforms, you mow greens.
Do you get to play?
Yeah,
you just get to maintain.
So you get to play.
Okay.
So it's really a matter of whether or not you want to. Whether or not you want to be known as a criminal, or just kind of spend, I guess, 5 years of your life hanging out and
time out,
and nothing happens. Yeah.
All right.
I'm ready.
And you better pick your crime too. Go ahead and pick your white collar crime.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the 1 year, and I probably went down for embezzlement, and I probably got like 3 or 4 offshore accounts, and I'm gonna go take 1 year of prison, play a buttload of golf, and then once I get out, I'm going to Panama and opening my safety deposit box with my gold bars in it, and we're gonna go just bonanza in Panama. Hey, you can live for 1 year. You can live for 1 year in Panama for as little as $20,000. Have you heard those commercials?
Yes.
Retire in Panama. You might get shot with an AK-47, but you can live.
Rent cheap.
You can live in a beachside condo for $20,000 a year. Sorry, they don't sponsor us, but I've heard those commercials. Go ahead.
But they
Sorry.
might. Go ahead, Benjamin.
I am going to prison for the year, and it is for money laundering. And I was completely framed. I didn't do any of that. But I'm like Kyle, I may or may not have some offshore accounts that nobody can find. And I am perfecting my game with those 18 holes a day in the prison yard and having a blast. And I'm coming out and grabbing my money and going and making some bets at the local muni, baby.
I don't think you get framed for money laundering. I think you just either did it. It's not like they like put a gun in your hand because you passed out.
You know what?
Like,
this is not. You don't get.
I just don't think you get framed for that.
They opened up
I think money laundering is such a specific thing that it's just either you did it or you didn't.
I admit nothing. Okay.
Then he left his Social Security card out, and then someone opened 6 checking accounts in his name.
It's like getting caught robbing a bank and be like, I got framed. Yeah, I got framed for this.
Yes.
I was there. I mean, I was there. I'll
100% admit that there was $300,000 in my backpack, but I
was really curious about their CD rates. I wanted to check them out in person.
Like to wear a mask.
Yep.
I didn't believe they had a 30-year CD for 1.5%. So I had to go
and I wanted to have a conversation.
And I took my
in
money.
The safe.
I took my money just in case it was true. I was going to go ahead and drop it. I was going to go.
It's funny that y'all reminded me of something whenever
deposit my money.
Whenever the COVID hit, and I'm not trying to get political, but that was one thing that I had tweeted out, and I even put on Instagram. I was like, I just walked into a bank with a mask on, and nobody said a word to me.
That's true. They can't. Do
I bet you tellers everywhere have heard that joke.
You know what? They didn't 2 years ago, Nate. Okay, just live it. Just go with it.
Did you say that to the teller?
No.
Do you say like,
put on social media?
Hey, stick them up.
I got this K95 here. Give me all your money.
Right. That's I said it to the teller. Hey, I got a mask on. Give me your money.
I know it's like I just got done mowing the yard, but give me all your money.
Stick them up, JK. Gotcha. Andy, that was a good one. Did everybody go?
No, Nate hasn't gone. I don't know what he's doing.
Constantly forgot.
He's doing Dad by Golf Pod jail, or he's going to be going to prison for a year.
I think you guys are sorely missing the impact that being a known criminal has on you post prison.
Yeah, you're right.
Like
we probably are missing.
You got to look your kids in the eye and be like, you know what?
I'm a felon.
Dad put money in the washing machine.
Yep.
Laundered it.
The washing machine.
Yep.
For the Mexican cartel.
Yes.
My dad got framed for money laundering. He didn't.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what they're going to tell them.
It was like,
gracious.
You can't get framed for money laundering. I'm just imagining Kyle's young son like trying to say embezzlement. But like, where's your dad? In prison for embezzlement.
He can't even say theater. He says theater.
So. Might as well. I'm in. Theater.
Imagine him saying embezzlement. And he says, I want to go
to be like embezzle.
Yeah.
Embezzlement.
Yeah.
Embezzlement.
Let's go to the theater.
Can you get
theater before you have to go to jail for embezzlement.
It's our last night with Dad. We're going to go to the theater. Then he go into embezzlement.
Embezzlement. Yeah. That's funny.
Embezzlement.
All right. Let's just make up baby names for embezzlement. Ready? Go.
Yeah.
Mbappé. All right, stop.
All right, he's going to jail, Nate. What are you doing, Nate?
I'm going to Dad by Golf Pod jail for 5 years.
He's going to DO.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go not ruin my life and spend 5 years. No, Dad by Golf Pod prison appeals to me in a big way.
Yeah, it's personal.
You get you kind of learn all the cool tricks about prison. Without anybody knowing.
Yeah, that's big. That is big.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Kind of a undercover prison thing.
Yeah, I love it.
My computer's about to die. I don't have the charger.
He's going undercover prison.
Yep, absolutely.
If I cut out, you'll know why.
We hear you. Episode 138, another banger. Would you rather Wednesday? It's been a blast, gang. We'll be back Friday, possibly a friendship Friday.
Thank you, Andy from Palm Springs. We appreciate
Thanks,
that.
Andy
too, bud.
from Freeport, for the scenario. You and your love for prison is just
Miami Beach, Florida.
It's absolutely heartwarming. There we go.
Heartwarming. Yeah, heart stabbing.
Heart stabbing.
Heart stabbing. We really appreciate it, guys. Be sure to check us out on Friday and have a great rest of the week. We got you over the hump. Dadbod Golf Pod.
Always.
Stroking.
Real good.
Brought to you by Betonline.ag.